Remain seated with hands down, and we will be happy to take your questions at the end of the presentation.
All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Woodland Zoo Raptor program. My name's Gretchen. I'm one of the raptor keepers. And I will be your host for about the next 20 minutes as we look at a really fun and interesting group of birds called the raptors. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll open up with that well-known group of raptors, the hawks. And we'll have a look at a hawk that we wouldn't see in the wild around here. This is actually a desert hawk. You would find them in the southwestern United States, places like Arizona, New Mexico, and then they range all the way down into South America. It's called a Harris's hawk. And we've been flying our Harris's hawk Cisco here for over 20 years. He's definitely a veteran of the programs. And I like opening up with him because he's really great at showing us just what it takes to be a raptor. So let's bring Cisco in from the back. So you probably know raptors are predatory birds. These are hunters. These are birds that have to catch and kill other animals to get a meal. But what's really important is how these raptors are catching or grabbing their prey. So I'm going to toss this piece of meat up into the air. Oh, well, he didn't quite catch it today, but he went after it with his feet, and that's what's important. Raptors are birds that hunt using their feet. So all the raptors have very strong feet and legs and those sharp claws called talons. And that's really the number one characteristic a bird would need to be called a raptor. It hunts with its feet. Now, they also have a couple other important things in common, and Cisco just demonstrated the sharp-hooked beak. So we just learned the raptor doesn't use that beak to catch its food. All they need that sharp-hooked beak for is to tear their food up into bite-sized pieces. So if they catch something that's too large to gulp down whole, they hold it down with their foot, tear it up with the sharp-hooked beak. The third thing a bird would need to be called a raptor is excellent eyesight. So we're going to bring Cisco up close and have a look at his eyes. You'll notice they're forward facing. They're kind of on the front of his head like our eyes. Cisco, over here. And this gives both of us binocular vision and good depth perception. So just like us, a raptor can tell exactly how far away something is from it. That's pretty important for a hunter reaching out, grabbing prey. You got to be able to judge that distance to make an accurate grab and to get a meal. So the raptors actually see quite a bit like we do, but they can see quite a bit better than we do. And what that means is they're able to see a lot more detail at far distances. So some of the larger raptors would actually be able to see the motion of their prey from miles away. So their acuity is just amazing. They all have really great eyesight. So the groups of birds that share these three characteristics are birds like hawks, eagles, falcons, owls. Those are the best known raptors. But there's others right here in Washington. We have kites, harriers, osprey. Those birds would also have these three characteristics and fall into this larger group of birds we're talking about today, the raptors. All right, so Cisco did a great job opening up the show for us, so we're going to let him fly himself home and get the rest of his dinner inside. Good job, Cisco. Okay, we're going to